name's Donna Forster, and I'm from Gateway Baptist Church in Victoria, BC, and I have a ministry to sex trade workers in Victoria. And I just would really like to explain to you how this ministry got started. It was something that was in my heart and on my mind, and I just didn't know how, but I knew I had to go down to the streets and search these women out. And so I just worked with another woman, and we made little boxes and put candy in it, and a little card that's a pass on card. It's a Christian, always has a Christian message on it. It has my name and phone number, that I'm available 24 hours a day to them. And the first person I walked up to was about 6'2", and I'm 5 feet. So I was pretty terrified when I looked up into her eyes and said, I just want you to know that we're praying for you, and that I'm from, at that time it was Royal Oak Baptist Church, and I have a little box for you, would you take it? And she was delighted. And from that moment on, from that girl on, it was just a God thing. You know, people say, how can you do it? It's so easy to do it when God's in it. And I get more blessed than they do, for sure. Every time I meet somebody new, or when I come to see them, I go every week, and every time I see them, I'm just so blessed, and I receive so much love from them, and just being able to hug them and know that Jesus is with us. And one instance, I just think it's always been with me, was a woman, and she was in her 50s, and she was an alcoholic. And when I saw her, it was on a very dark street, and she came running up to me and hugged me, and she started to cry and cry, and she said she was so lonely, didn't know what she was going to do. So I said, well, why don't you come to church with me? And she said, oh, when I was a little girl, I went to church, and I used to sing in the choir. And I said, really? And she started to sing this hymn, and this dark street, and it was as if Jesus himself, the whole street, without a word of a lie, it was like it was lit, and yet it wasn't. It was dark, but this beautiful voice. And she went home. She didn't stay and do any tricks or anything. So that's the kind of experience that I have. And each one is different, and each one I'm sure is from God. And I've only ever had one woman, when I walked up to them and said who I was, I only ever had one who said, I don't need to hear anything about your God. And 2 weeks later, when I went down and I saw her again, and I thought, oh dear. And you know what? She came up to me and asked if she could have one of the little boxes, and that she'd like to talk to me. So if God's in it, it just, every door opens. You don't have to do anything except love, and you'll receive twice that.